Good morning, traders. I'm Ricky Gaspard, and I'll be your host this morning. We'll be watching this volume spike indicator for any number that's rising. And hopefully we get some rising this morning. Once we see a volume spike here, we'll be checking this current bar volume to see if we have enough volume to get in and get out safely. We want to see high volume flow. And what I mean by high is these numbers really need to be moving. Once we see that high volume flow, we come down here, make sure that we have green dominator bars growing. That means the buyers are coming in. We're going to confirm this my blessing indicator that it's trending upwards. I'll be marking support and resistance levels as I do every morning, and we'll be playing the pullback strategy. And I'll explain that as we go. When the stock rises up, I'll hit a resistance level when the price starts pulling back. When the next candle down stops, I'll mark a support level, and that's where we want to plan our entry. Never trade off of my screen. My screen is sometimes delayed. Make sure you trade off your own computer. I am not a professional financial advisor. Do not take my words to heart. Don't trade by my recommendations. I'm doing this for demonstration purposes. I'm showing you how to use my indicators. So I strongly advise you reach out to a professional financial securities advisor before you make any trades. Not much moving this morning, but we'll wait and see what happens at 6 o'clock. We have about 3 more minutes to go. And I'm still trying to kick this bug. My voice is just not here yet, so bear with me. I was able to incorporate this volume spike into this new indicator I'm working on. Eliminated a lot of the colors here of something that's not moving. So I'll be testing it today. It's not available, so when it is, it'll probably be about a month from now. I'll be testing it for quite some time. When it's ready for release, I will announce it. Yeah, change your chart over to TIF, to EXT, so that you can trade pre-market. About 30 seconds to go. Let's see what happens. And we're off. We're watching for numbers to rise here. When the market first opens, you can't really trust it yet. IBIO making a small move. We don't know where it's going yet. It's too soon. Did make it up here to the top. Watching for percentages to rise. And just like that, we go back to sleep. We could get some movement out of IBIO. It still seems to have a little activity. Looks like more buyers are starting to find it. Looking pretty good on the My Blessing indicator. We could run up here for a little bit. Let's see where we go. We haven't actually had a pullback in it yet. Looks only somewhat promising. Watching for a tall dominator bar to come in. That would be right here. Looks like we have more buyers coming in. We did get the crossover of the trend. We are getting a green arrow. I tried to buy this stock right here. My trade did not execute. I canceled the order. I think I'm going to stay out of it since I'm having issues. Still going up. Not a bad start for a Wednesday morning. Not a bunch of sellers here. Watching the dominator bars, they're all green. It's a shame my trade didn't execute, but I guess I'll move on to the next one. Steady, slow crawl upwards, which is good. It's not real volatile. My blessing indicator looking really strong. Dominator bars look good. Could be a possible pullback here. They could sell off as well, so be careful. I marked a resistance level. When this red candle closes, I'll mark support. That's where you want to plan your entry for the bounce. Typically, we don't chase green candles. That's where you lose your money. But playing these pullbacks has been very profitable for each and every one of us. Long tail on the bottom of this candle means the buyers are buying up what they're selling, so you need to keep an eye on it. That's also an entry part. We do have a long wick. We could break right back through that 217, 220 level, go up for a little more. That candle did close. Let's see if we bounce up or break down below the bottom. Looks like the volume is dying, so it's probably not going anywhere. 10,000 share buy. My blessing indicator showing weakness. Good job, YouTube. Need the buyers to come back in. See a green dominator bar growing. Looks like we may break through that 217. My blessing indicator still saying down. That's never a good sign. We did break through, though. The buyers are still there. Good job, bull over bears. So if you don't know what these arrows are, this is a new indicator. It's all a package deal. When it comes out, it's going to be this alert, these candles, these colored bars, and a scan to go with it. So I programmed it to follow this trend. So if it's trending down, you're going to get a down arrow. When this white line breaks above yellow, you're going to get a green. So when this white line starts turning upwards, you're going to get a yellow first, then you're going to get a green, and then the stock usually runs up. Will it work every time? That's what I'm testing. So we'll be seeing fewer of these colors come in because now it has to have at least a 0.05% spike. It has to be spiking for it to trigger a color or a direction. Yesterday we had a bunch of colors not doing anything. Today, totally different. So you'll be able to add this to any watch list, and it'll should trigger whenever your play comes in. This My Blessing indicator has certainly been a blessing for me. I don't know about you guys, but it's pretty accurate. Where I thought it was going back up, it's saying no, it was going back down, and it did. Take some of the thought out of it. Maybe eliminate some of mine or your mistakes. I hear you, Lester. I think my issue is how trustworthy can you rely on an indicator? And I think I'm proving that you can rely on them if they're programmed correctly. Especially if they're processing live data instead of making a map of the past. So what's good about this indicator is that this is included, and the volume spike is included in these arrows and in this notification. Thank you, Jose. You know me, I like a clean screen. I don't like a bunch of lines and indicators and colors and shadows and shades. And you don't need all of that. You just need something counting the buyers and sellers. But everybody trades different. That's true, Barry. We never know what the buyers and sellers are going to do. I don't care how good the indicator is. There's always that guy that's sitting there to buy 30,000 shares or sell 30,000 shares, and you can't see him till he clicks the button. And that would make an indicator all wrong. Is the volume low, Hennessy, or is my illness affecting the mic? Can anybody else hear me correctly, or is it just Hennessy having an issue? Must be you, Hennessy. So one play so far this morning. Sean, it'll be in testing for a good month from now. I'm always coding. I'm a coder, if you didn't know. Been coding for 15 years. And I don't release anything unless it's proven. And don't say I need my screen to look like yours, because mine changes all the time. I'm a coder. I'm testing things as I go. The normal setup would be the V4 indicator with this dominator and this volume spike. And you can find that over in current setup in the premium section. But you also get to learn these new scripts that I put together. I like to demonstrate them in front of all the members so that when I do release them, they pretty much understand what they do. Let me check my mic. I think it's really normal. Let me see. No, it's correct, Tennessee. It says the name of my mic. Everybody else says it's normal. You don't have sound on YouTube? I mean, on Discord? Let me look over at Discord real quick. How many of you don't have sound on Discord? Everybody on Discord says it's good. So IBIO is a good one to put in your watch list. So go ahead and move it over there so you can watch it. You could make another move. Looks like IBIO must have heard me. Maybe taking a pop up here. We did break above yellow with the faster moving line. Looking for dominator bars to grow tall and green. Looks like maybe just a buyer that missed the play. I guess my trade didn't execute. I tried to buy too many shares. There maybe wasn't that many for sale. That's the only thing I could think of. I'll type in verb. It didn't show up on mine so far. Cheaper stock. Too cheap for me. I won't be buying it. I'll mark out the support and resistance levels for you if it happens. Maybe we should all start complaining. Everybody sent in a support ticket. Hey, what's up with this? We can't buy shares. Let's rattle their chain. I think mine was share size. I was trying to buy 5,000 shares and it didn't let me. NVCR, is that in my price range? Yeah, that's much better for me. Volume's too low, though. Not enough volume flow. Probably run into that rejected order again. IBIO, let's see what we're doing. I think we're headed downwards. I can see down here, it's not looking so healthy. VERB, what happened to it? Did it go back to sleep? The ERB still inching its way up. This one looks pretty steady for you penny stock players. Not a bunch of sellers on board. Nice tall dominator bars. My blessing looks perfect. See if we get a push up here. Still not a lot of sellers on board. Still pushing up. See some sellers starting to take their profit. That's why I don't like penny stocks. You lost about 2 pennies there real quick. My blessing pointing south. There's not a lot of sellers though. It looks really good, strong. Maybe hold this price level. I don't know if we can get a pullback out of a penny stock, but we'll try, but maybe not. This one looks pretty healthy. May push up for some more here. Let's see where it goes. Blessings pointing south, though. It's telling me it's weakening. Good job, Jim. Not enough volume. They're not jumping all over the place. I don't like them. This one's selling off finally. So that indicator was correct. Bob, I think it stands for new high of day. I typed it in yesterday too. Good job, Yatu. When they're slow and steady like that, just keep adding to your position. Don't just go for the gusto right at the beginning. Of course, I need to practice what I preach. I was trying to buy 5,000 shares earlier just to start. Looks like we went to sleep. So while you're not doing anything, 245 viewers, only 65 likes. Could you hit that like button for me? Helps me keep these YouTube live streams going, pays for my time. Doesn't pay very much. That's why I'm always asking for likes. Lucky to make $3 to $5 a day on YouTube. Verb inching its way up still. Once again, not a lot of sellers on this stock. There could be that guy sitting there, though, so be ready. He could be holding on to 10,000, 20,000 shares. Yeah, people are clicking the like button. I still only have 100 likes, 102, 245 viewing. I guess they don't love me. They don't like what they see, I guess. I don't. It just keeps the ratings up. It makes YouTube show the video a little bit more. Eventually, I may make $10 every couple months off of one video. I don't want to refresh my browser or nothing. This thing's so finicky. You see the issues we had throughout the past. Don't mess with what's working. That's what I say. Well, enjoy your coffee while we wait on another volume spike to happen. Currently red. Looks like the SPY is kind of just floating to the right. DRCT. Well, it looks pretty good on a daily. Good job, Scott. NEC, it looks like it's down 50%, but it's actually up if you go to the daily. Santos, I always use buy the ask and sell the bid. That's the fastest. You have to have auto send checked, so you don't have to do confirmation of your trade when you click the buy button or sell button. Well, we did get 2 plays this morning in the first hour of YouTube. We have about 10 minutes left, 11 minutes left to this session on YouTube, and I'll be ending it and finishing over on Discord till 9:30 a.m. If you haven't joined us, the Discord link's at the top of your chat window where it says ThinkorSwim. Just click on that. If you haven't became a premium member, you may want to consider that. We do pretty good. The cost is covered very easily. Good morning, Jimmy. Yeah, unless you don't know what you're doing. That's right, Fumagoo. You missed 2 easy trades this morning, Jimmy. Hardly any sellers on board. Of course, my trade didn't execute. I didn't get to trade it. Tried to be too greedy. I did not. I tried to buy too many shares. It didn't give me the trade. I tried to buy 5,000 shares right here, and they wouldn't sell it to me. I should have came in at 1,000 at a time and worked it up. Probably my fault. But there may be a trade on IBIO later. It is holding this price range. Well, I thought they would, Suave, but they didn't. It done had exceeded the price I wanted to buy it at, so I went and canceled the order. Good job, Yatu. Gary, have you reached out to support to try to get past the verification? It can be done manually if you can't do it. Don, my squeaky chair ain't keeping you awake. I need to change that. I got two good chairs and both of them are no good. Oh, well, spend a little more. Well, I spend a little more and it still squeaks. Sometimes it's good doomsdays. Sometimes it's not. Yeah, you got to keep WD-40ing it though. Lasts about 2 weeks. Becomes a hassle. I actually think it's the springs that creak and not the moving parts. Well, I guess that would be a moving part, but it's the spring itself. Martina, does it squeak when you move around? Looks like IBIO is trying to break through 217. Let's see if it can push through. My blessing indicator's looking good. The green arrow. Doesn't mean it's going though, but it could. So we get that yellow arrow again, and then the green one. Looks like I got it programmed pretty good, but it did not hold. All right, traders, my time is up here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'm going to continue over on Discord. If you haven't become a premium member yet, we'd love to have you on board. I'll be here again tomorrow, same time, 6 a.m. Central Time. I do this every day, 5 days a week. Come make some money with us each morning. I appreciate you joining us this morning, and as always, God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.